Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of Jester's Court. My name is Jester, also known as Liam. If you're a friend of mine, you call me whatever you like. And this is a series that is going to be replacing my vlog channel. Up until recently I had a video series that was called I Know You Don't Care, which was my vlogs, which were often weird videos because I kind of like talked about news and stuff that was going on in my life and stuff like that. So I've cancelled that and now I'm going to be doing a weekly show about whatever news is coming out because quite often I've got something to say about some shit. What I will say is I'm going to be covering things that I care about, which is many things, but video games, wrestling, Formula 1, and maybe some other shit. So if I don't talk about some big news story, chances are I don't give a shit. Alternatively, I may have just missed it. If there's anything you think I should be talking about, feel free to tweet me at Jester Insanity or use the hashtag Jester's Court. So let's get on to our first thing. So I have a book because I'm an idiot and I forget what I want to talk about. So the first thing is the Sun and Moon trailer that came out relatively recently. Like I said, I want to do this weekly show. News is a bit late. I kind of been pushing back recording this. Had to get a new tripod. It's currently sat on the stool because it's still not tall enough, but hey, you don't want to hear all the backstage stories. So, recent trailer came out that showed the new final evolutions for the starters. Very cool looking. You guys should be able to see that on the video in the corner. Yeah, I've got to admit, I absolutely love all of them. Other than I suppose the water one because it's kind of like, I don't know, it's... Here's where I trigger Tumblr in the very first episode, but it looks a bit girly to be like taken seriously as a starter Pokemon. I've always had a bit of a thing with starter Pokemon especially, well, Pokemon in general, where it's like, they always look weird when they're made overly girly on purpose. Also, if the camera goes weird on colour, the sun suddenly decides to come out and my curtains are illuminated. But yeah, it's an odd thing because you kind of want Pokemon to be like, just normal looking. Like, you don't really want to say, oh, that's definitely a dude Pokemon, that's definitely a female Pokemon. Someone just went pop. You know, you just want a cool Pokemon. Anyway, Incineroar, pretty cool looking Pokemon, as is my boy Decidueye. Also, we're not sure how to pronounce that. It looks like Decidueye to me, it could be Decidueye. Who the fuck cares? The grass starters are, well, the grass evolution is definitely the coolest in Alola. As I was saying, Incineroar is quite an interesting one. If I'm getting that name wrong, I'm so sorry. I'm trusting Murdo on this one. He's a wrestler. He's a heel Pokemon, so specifically like a bad guy in wrestling, which was really interesting to me because the only other Pokemon I can think of that wrestles is Hawlucha, which is obviously a luchador Pokemon. So I wonder if they're going to ever do like some kind of like wrestling story, which is Incineroar versus Hawlucha. That'd be pretty cool. If anyone's like an animator, feel free to go ahead and do that now because that'd be pretty kick-ass. On top of that, Murdo mentioned something about a battle tree. I literally looked into it for all of a second. As far as I can tell, it's like a gauntlet style thing. You get to fight Red and Blue, who apparently, according to some Tumblr fanfiction, they're gay now and they're honeymooning in Alola, so, you know, whatever works for them, I guess. And finally, Team Skull, check out the dance moves. They are probably the most impressive thing I've ever seen in any Pokemon, any game ever. They're just dancing while they're talking to people. How cool is that? To show you don't give a shit about anything, you need to dance while you're talking to somebody. Okay, we are doing what is going to be called, you know how in business they do a compliment sandwich, where they say something nice about something, then something bad, and then something nice again. Sun and Moon was our nice thing, so here's our bad thing. Vine and Evolve are dead. Well, Vine is dying. Twitter are cancelling their thing on there, which is quite sad because back in the day when I used to live with Dean, also Rip Dean, you know, we used to stay up and watch quite a lot of Vine compilations and stuff, and when we first found out about them, we were up until like 1, 2 in the morning watching them because we thought they were funny. Kind of fell off the train, whatever, tracks, whatever, watching those. Because they kind of got a bit samey, a bit boring towards the end, so, you know, that was a kind of thing that was pretty cool. Evolve, not so much dead as development has been cancelled. Which is kind of sad because I never really got to Evolve when it first came out. There was like a whole myriad of just crazy shit going on with like pre-orders and different packages you could buy. But when it went free to play, you know, we did some videos in it, we had a good time in it, so I know it's sad to see that go away. Hopefully development does continue on that, but Turtle Rock, I believe, are completely off it now. I think Take-Two owns the actual IP, so hopefully they do something with it. You know, maybe they'll do Evolve 2. Evolve, not Stage 2, but Evolve. Yeah, it's very complicated, but hopefully they do something with that, because that is actually a fun game. And finally, well, not finally, I'm really shit, so I don't know if you guys can see that, that's my notes. There's a couple of things I've just not bothered to talk about because I don't know enough about them. Results that matter I've written down. Hamilton won in Mexico last year. Again, talking about F1, I care about F1. Point gap is now 19 points between him and Rosberg. To win the championship, Hamilton now needs to win every single race, last two, which is Brazil and Abu Dhabi. And then Rosberg needs to finish 4th in one of those if he finishes 2nd in another. So it's going to be interesting. Hopefully something interesting happens, because at the moment it's like Hamilton's on a bit of a roll with winning and it's not really getting him anywhere. So hey, hopefully something changes there. I'll, be more into that soon. WWE, Raw had Hell in a Cell. Things happened. Nothing really that interesting. SmackDown, for some reason, Ambrose is the #1 contender again, because, logic just doesn't exist in WWE. Finally, the Survival Series teams. They've actually got most of SmackDown already covered now. So with the men's wrestling, we have Raw of the team of Owens, Jericho, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and someone to be confirmed. SmackDown has AJ Styles, Ambrose, Orton, Wyatt, and Corbin. Interesting how SmackDown already have theirs out and ready, by the way. They're not the ones that have got a pay-per-view coming up next, have they? Oh, they might have. Oh. And then women, we have... Okay, thanks for that. Women have Charlotte Flair, Jackson, Bayley. For some reason, Charlotte Flair's a now thing. For Raw, 2 to be confirmed. SmackDown has Nikki Bella, Lynch, Bliss, Carmella, and Naomi, with Natalia coaching for some odd reason. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. In tag teams have got some kind of bullshit going on. I didn't have space to write it, so I didn't really care, because it's going to be fucking boring anyway. And we also have Lesnar versus Goldberg confirmed. Yeah, that's going to be a match. It's going to be interesting, because Goldberg returned and wasn't really that great. I mean, he fell over trying to knee... Shout out to my pyjamas, by the way. Knee fucking Rusev in the head, so I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but hopefully he's ready, because I don't want to see another match that's just full of ring rust and just boring as shit. Not that I'm going to watch it. I'm just going to talk about the results and bitch about them afterwards, like most wrestling fans, but whatever. Anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the first episode of Jester's Court. Hopefully we continue this. Let me know in the comments, leave likes and all that bullshit to let me know if you enjoyed this, because if you didn't, I'm not going to bother doing any more. Yeah, if you've got any news stories you think I should be covering, either leave it as a comment or tweet at me at Jester Insanity or hashtag Jester's Court, and I will try and keep up on watching those. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!